Austin, Texas, baby. I don't know where the fuck I'm sleeping tonight. And I think I lost my passport. I think I lost my passport. But that being the case, I gotta update y'all on what the fuck is going on. For real. It's about 1 a.m. right now. Tomorrow, I have to update y'all on the past like fucking 6 days, everything that's going on. Do I feel like talking right now? Ish. I kind of just feel like knocking out. Because, yeah. Because I think I'm more blown at the fact that I might have lost my passport just now. But, that being the case, security. Alright, that's a gated community. That sucks. Can't sleep there. Alright, this is gonna, I don't know how productive this is gonna be until I get situated, because I need to figure out where I can go, what I can do, and where I can sleep. And I did not scout. So, that being the case, we're kind of just eyeballing. There's this shopping center, right? Right behind this shopping center. I did not scout, I should have scouted. Okay. Oh, that's a homeless person. Definitely a homeless person. Cut. Rolling doobies though. It's definitely a homeless person right there. Cut. Okay. Keep walking around until we figure this shit out. Yeah, the past 6 days since I seen y'all. I don't know when that was. I probably should have told y'all. Since it's the 14th. I don't know what fucking day it is, dog. So I just have to update y'all on so much. Since what, last weekend? It's been almost a week, I think. Around that. Gotta get y'all hip to fucking wake surfing and pole dancing, and I went on 4 separate dates. Can't call them dates. We'll call them dates just to give them a label, to be honest. But they weren't really. They were more just like intentional connections I have with people. I don't even know if I'm going the right way. This might be a long live of me just walking the fuck around. I'm just talking to y'all. This might be the right direction. I think I'm going good direction because I'm seeing trees. Bro, I used to be the worst in Arizona. There was no trees. So you had to be so intentional where you had to fucking sleep behind Verizon Shopping Center. You get your shit stolen. You had to sleep in the fucking bare cold on tarps. Now you just sleep on tarps anyways. So, but best location right now would be obviously trees. One of these lights, one of these street lights being the case. So I can set y'all up and y'all can see me, but I do have a taser now. Y'all don't know. I ordered a taser. I got this new backpack, bro. Y'all don't even know. I'm gonna try to get y'all hippery. I probably should have looked at and gave myself. Oh, I should have brought my fucking iPad. Oh, okay. Noted. All my shit's at the what's it called? Planet Fitness right now. And I fucking hate when I don't triple check and 100% know that I locked my shit. Because then I have this fear monger mindset right now of like all my shit's gonna get stolen again. It's gonna get stolen twice. This will be the 3rd time. Definitely fear that for sure. Alright. Park. It looks like a little community center. Oh. Got a little. Oh, it's a community center. That's not a good idea. Got a basketball court, tennis court, called Vibe. Okay. Vibe. Oh, it's a apartment complex. They have all this shit gated off. Bunch of fucking gates. Okay. I get it. Y'all don't want homeless people around here. I get it. I fucking get it. Fuck. Oh shit, my phone's tripping out. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Hold up. I might have to close off. So my phone thing. There it goes. Spazzes out. Right. I don't even know if I'm going the right direction. I don't know. Just lost the direction. And so it clicks a bunch of buttons and the screen gets fucked up because I think it was like day 100 or something like that. Got some fucking water. Fuck, I'm in fucking residential area. This is not good. It's not fucking good. Sweet, this might be a long night. Fuck, hold up. I don't know where. Just eyeballing shit. Oh. Fuck. Well, might as well get y'all hip to the fucking past a week of what's going on, seeing I don't know where the fuck I'm going. This park could be lit. It wasn't gated off. I don't play no games in Austin, Texas. Oh, man. All right. Maybe I should just start hitting off some things and it'll start flowing. Well, for one, got a taser. So, last time my taser got was because I think I was either, what was I doing? I was traveling and my taser, I took it through my carry-on, and technically a taser is a gun. So I had 5 cops around me. I was like, fuck. So that was that. So that I had had a taser since maybe 6 months ago, maybe. Only 6 months because I've been on the boat for that long, maybe. And then I went to Thailand for 2 months. So it was right before I think I got on the boat. I think it was actually going on the boat. It was when I got my taser got. I might be walking in a circle. Fuck, I need. It's gonna be a long little night. These fucking gated communities. Maybe I can sleep here. Ooh, that's a good spot. If I can get there. These are just all gated spaces. I'd love to give you all my undivided attention right now, but I'm trying to survive the jungle. Figure out where the fuck I'm gonna sleep tonight. What a journey. But yeah, taser. Got I think right before I got back on my 3-month contract. So how was that? Ooh. This door is open. All right, that door was open. It's 100% a gated community. Honda. Do you know what it means to find your dreams come true? The problem with it is that there are cars driving by. Alright, this is what I can do. Found these pallets and simply use these pallets. Maybe I can just stack them against each other. Form a barricade. Y'all don't even know what I'm about to do. What is this? Ooh. Wet here, no? Okay, that's perfect. Y'all don't even believe what I'm doing right now. I have 2 pallets. There's like 3 or 4 pallets in this gated community. And stack them on top of each other. Barricade my life in. And call it a day. Y'all don't even believe what I'm doing right now. Mercy today. Just know I'm in a gated community. I'm against the shit. Bunch of these pallets. Stacked up. Shit. Let's hope. Oh, excuse me. That's the goal. Believe what I just made. I can fit my fucking ass in this shit. There's no more hard rocks. You wanna believe guys are forward. You guys are backward. Tail. You guys are forward. 20 minutes. Got me some sleep. Can I flip the camera on and have flash on? Is that what I can do? That'd be so hot. I can do this. Well, if I had to show y'all. Look at this shit. I fucking barricaded myself. Yeah. I gotta turn this. It's hot as a bitch though. Fuck, I'm in the shower in the morning. Okay. Well, I can't keep that light on. Here's my taser. Sweating my ass off. Alright, I'm resting the fan. Fuck, I should have done that shit. That shit when I was at fucking my boy's crib. Fuck. It's an issue. Alright. I'm like intentionally hot as a noob right now. Realizing I'm gonna be hot as shit all night. It's not the way I can sleep. At least there's no bugs. At least I don't think there are any bugs back here. Okay. So I deadass have to have the light like on my fucking face. Hold on. Where's the shit? Infrared. That's a fucking fan. Oh shit, that's why, because you're almost in the fucking fan. Shit. It'll have to be like that. Like a fucking death scene. Okay, that's not gonna work. I can't shoot. This is too hot. Like, in every which way. But y'all just got to listen to me right now. I showed y'all the barricade that I'm in. And I need a fucking fan. Okay. Noted. Fan. Noted. I should have fucking ordered 2 of them. Bitch. Okay. At least now I can update y'all. What the fuck is going on? Okay, well, so, first day when Preston, let me make sure my microphone's on. Yes. First day when Preston, okay, when I left y'all, right, I said I was going to intentionally almost crying. Fuck, I should have got fans. This will be a long night. Fuck it. I'm so mad at myself, but fuck it. Your sum total of actions that you make take right now. Okay, I'm trying to fucking get my thoughts together. Fuck. Okay. Essentially homeless. Barricaded. I'm good. Okay, there's a little breeze. That's good. See, that's all we need is a fucking fan. Fuck it, it's my life. Okay. Fuck. What a life. What a fucking life. Alright, well, so when I left y'all, right, it was... Cars can see on my phone. I don't know how much battery my phone will tell me. Alright, let's try this again. It's just my fucking mind is every which way direction. I gotta worry about my environment, and I'm fucking hot as shit, and hopefully no one comes behind the shed, and fuck it all. So, once again, nervous that someone's gonna come here. It's all good. I'm in a good spot. Alright. Okay, I left y'all, right? My boy Preston was picking me up, and the idea was he was gonna pick me up. I was gonna stay with him a little bit, have some community, which is pretty dope. I'm very excited and happy that happened. And I was excited to see him. So, what is that? Is that bugs? Fuck. Let's just not worry about that. No bugs. Fuck. Okay. So, Preston comes and picks me up, and he says, "Yo, yeah, at the party we're going." Oh, first off, oh yeah, did I tell you all about me going out to eat? We go out to Smoothies with the girl Liv, and we'll start there. So I went down to Smoothies with this girl Liv, and I swear that the connection we had within the first minute of us talking was amazing. It was this space of finally finding someone that mentally masturbates to motivational videos when they work out, or that's on a mission to change the world and live life vibrant, and change the world one person at a time and live life vibrant, and break down the things from the past, and doesn't believe in the social norms of things, and overall understands how to attract people and understand their soul. And we were just bouncing off of each other for 2 hours, and I was like, wow, this is amazing. And it was so amazing because it brought me to a conclusion even before I went to go see her, because I'm usually not attracted to black women. I'm not gonna lie, that's just but I realized I'm just attracted to women in general. Like, it's the thing, the physical is only one state of being. We have like 8 or 9 states of being that you can be attracted to someone. And I asked myself that question. I said, am I only going to see her because my friend connected me with her and said that we vibe the same, and that I'm going to be in Houston, and that maybe I have the opportunity to fuck her? Like, no. What would be the point of that? That there'd be that's like trying to plant a seed, and you're really just planting manure into the ground that's really not growing anything, right? And so I said, you know what? There's probably going to be a connection here. There's going to be a certain level of resonance, and maybe we can build on this seed that we can water from afar. That's always been the goal. So we met, and that's exactly what happened. And I was laughing authentically, and she was just, she just matched the goofiness within who I was as well. So it was great getting smooth with her. And after that, my boy Preston ended up picking me up. And I've had one person, I think it might be my brother, Just like checking up on me. But it's 1 a.m., 2 a.m. Maybe he's at work. Maybe it's someone random that's been following the journey. But could be the case. My heart's racing, bro. Fuck. After that, we took a picture in front of this sign that it was actually painted on this wall, and sorry, there's people around. But took a picture on this wall, and it read, hopefully I can remember this, and in the middle of it was a heart, and it said love, and she changed her name to Live Love, which is fucking great. She felt that was resonated more with her present self than her past self. So around this heart, it said goodness, it said gentleness, it said, I think, self-acceptance, it said patience, it said, what else did it say? No, I forgot. It was a beautiful thing because it was all the things that we were talking about throughout the whole conversation. For fire, 20% battery good. And so we took a picture in that, and there were certain pictures where I was like carrying her that she didn't want me to post, just because she has a partner of 10 years that they've been married and she's open. So it was just beautiful to connect with her, and that's pretty much where we started, where we left off last, I think. I don't know if I got that live last time. And so that being the case, we ended up, there's this missionary lady before I even met with Liv that she came up to me and she was like, "Want to buy some bread?" And you know what? She was so sincere and so authentic. I was like, "Fuck yeah, you don't gotta sell me anything." Like, so bought some bread from her, which was fucking dope. And so bought some bread, got some movie with Liv, and then boom, after that, I was going back to Planet Fitness to get myself situated. And Preston said there was this dude that was having a 50th birthday party, and he said, "This is a party for you. Like, there's a bunch of probably swingers and nudists and spiritual people and hipsters." And I was like, "Fuck yeah!" And that's exactly what it was. So remember, he came pick me up. I had got my meta glasses on, and hadn't seen him in 2 years. The last time I saw him, he was down bad. I'm not gonna tell the story, but he was just, health wasn't where he needed to be. He wasn't making the best decisions, and found himself. Oh my god, that's a big ass fucking bug. That's a fucking big ass bug. That was uncomfortable. That was a big ass fucking bug. All right, for whoever joined, I'll show y'all where I'm at right now. Show y'all where I'm at. Fuck, that was a big ass fucking bug. Make sure there's no colors. Alright, nope. Nope. Person left. There's only been one person in here. Fuck, that was a big ass fucking bug. Okay. So yeah, he picked me up and I had my meta glasses on, and so yeah, he was, oh yeah, that's where we were down bad before I was getting eaten up by fucking the monsters. Fucking Monsters Inc. This bitch. 2319. Fuck. So, and he had just lost his business, and he was in a terrible place mentally, and he had seen a lot of my content, and he just said, "Yo, like, you saved my life." And I said, "I will never stop." After that conversation with him, I said, "Bet." And that was 2 years ago. Now he's situated. He's got his own place. Fuck. He's got his own place, and fuck.
situated. He's got a place now and a decent job. Got managing people and doing his thing. So he's working towards getting his business back on. Bro, I swear, there's these fucking massive bugs. What is that? What is that? Fuck, that's just my fucking tie. That's my string of my pants. Okay. So now he's working good. He's got his own place situated. And he's working towards starting his own business back up and doing Freemasonry. And he wants to have key definitely in place, so he wants kids. And that's the purpose and direction. So good for him, bro. Good for fucking him. And so, that being the case, that's my update on where he was at. But he ended up picking me up. Before he picked me up, I had my meta glasses on and going to his 50th birthday party. I asked him, are these people cool with, like, I'm about to wear a pink Power Ranger suit? And they're like, yeah, this is that type of party. So I said, fuck it. Brought the pink Power Ranger suit out. And I was at Planet Fitness and I had my meta glasses on. When I first met him, I first met back up with him since 2 years. He like came into the Planet Fitness locker room and he's been seeing the Intentionally Homeless journey and he knows what I'm doing. And so he understands I want my shit with me. So I ended up seeing him and I was like, yo, Preston, my boy. And I get a big ass hug and I could tell we both missed each other. And so we walked out to Planet Fitness, right? I'm in my pink Power Ranger suit, need be, and he also said he had boots for me because, as y'all know, I lost my boots a week or two ago paddleboarding, and I was like, fuck yeah, perfect. So, ends up, we come out to Planet Fitness and we see this lady, and she's fucking so bad. I'm thinking she's like a Planet Fitness model or something, and my boy Preston, and I see her, and she looks up, and her eyes get wide, and she's like, oh my God, pink Power Ranger, oh my God. And so fucking funny, and I ended up getting her Instagram, and I was like, oh, I'll be in Houston for a while. I said, if you want to hang out, get smoothies or something down. She's like, yeah. So Preston came over, and he had a Boobies Make Me Smile shirt, and the boobies was in think of it like a Hooters boobies, and then next to it says makes me smile, and she said, oh, I like that, boobies make me smile. Sorry, I'm starting to smell something. Whatever. Just hoping nothing comes around these corners and gets my fucking life. There's so much stuff I can think about, but whatever. So, that being the case, and so once she saw this shirt, she lifted up she perched up her boobies. She was like, boobies. And so she seemed like an open-minded person. And so I added her on Instagram, and I got back in the car, and she only had like 150 followers. I'm like, what the fuck? And we were like, yo, this can't be real. And scrolled down enough, and she just made that account in March, and she had like just done a photo shoot. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And I saw she had pictures of her saying, oh, like sober journey, and she seemed like she was like just coming out of a new space that she didn't want to be in, or situation she didn't want to be in. I was like, what the fuck is going on? So, that being the case, I said, all right. I said, she's probably just dying in the rough, or something happened, we don't know. And fucking Preston said she's about emotionally trauma dump on me for 2 hours because she's going through a sober journey and she's a mom of kids and maybe she just got a divorce and it's just gonna be like a fucking massacre. I said, no. She seemed like she had good energy, but it's cool. We went back to Preston's place and I got all my shit situated in his place and he gave me his boots and they were the fucking his old boots. And he said they were size 13s. I didn't think they were gonna fit. And so, actually, And so I see them, and I was like, these are perfectly dingy and fucked up. Like the bottoms is all fucking rusted out. Not rusted out, but all fucking blown out. I mean, they're like worn in boots. And I was like, these are fucking perfect. I put my foot in and it fit like a fucking glove. I said, yo, these are fucking perfect. They weren't too big, they weren't too small, they fit just right. They had a little cut on one of the sides of the edges of the boots, but overall, I just found my boy gave me perfect boots. And so I had my boots and a pink Power Ranger suit, and so fuck it. We ended up going to this party, and that's exactly what this party was. It was like in a conservative neighborhood, and I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what the fuck is this really like? Be that type of party? He said, no, these dudes those are the craziest fucking parties. And I'm not really. And I said, okay, I'm gonna have my Jungle Flow cards and see if this could be more intentional and of me partying and having fun, because I want to have intentional connection. So we get there and boom, fucking, there's not that many people there yet, and he comes out, it says 50th banner, and next you know, these people with like, this girl tatted up across her chest, big boobs, fucking looks like an Aztec from fucking the ruins, just coming straight out. And I was like, okay. And then there's like two others. There's a couple that has these like beaded necklaces around their necks and across their nose, and she's a fire spinner. I was like, okay, fire. And then there's like 3 or 4 DJs already there, saying that they're gonna DJ that night. All right, cool. And then there's this couple that I met like 2 years ago when I was here, and she was kind of becoming a little standoffish. I don't know why. I was like, the energy was weird. But yeah, they said they had their own band, and they were doing that one thing. I was like, okay, they got creatives in the building. And then more people started showing up, and it was this one older guy. It had to be at least 45, just like a fucking flow of hair. Like, how the fuck does his hair didn't even look real on him because his hair looked so fucking flow. But he was like, maybe had to be like 230, big, like muscular dude. But yeah, and then they had the drug dealer there, and fucking just fucking bunch of vibes of people. Definitely people on all types of drugs, but just like consciously, which is cool. And so then the hipsters were there, and then you had the older people that just wanted to party, and then you had the younger girls that just like kind of to themselves and did their own thing and just kind of off the shits. And so it was cool. And then we had just ages have changed, and she called herself an alchemist, and she does spiritual work. And so my boy Preston broke out the fucking chicken and started cooking on the grill, and I brought out the fucking Sweet Baby Ray and found myself just bobbing to the fucking music. And then I said, fuck it, okay, it's time for me to break out these Jungle Flow cards. And I got into fucking this one lady. She was also married. I had a little bit of conversation with her before, and her husband seemed kind of standoffish and not really interested in the conversation. But first time, but the second time around, I got the Jungle Flow cards and went up to her and said, and she's like very spiritual lady. She's the alchemist lady that does spirit work. So, and I did the Jungle Flow cards with her, and she did like 10 back to back, and then there was like 2 or 3 other people that got involved, and it was kind of deep conversations, but it could have turned into funny or witty or interesting or just banter. Definitely could have, but this is more of a deep direction. So that being the case, that was cool. So I was like, okay, Jungle Flow cards, a success. And we took a group picture. There was at least like 50, 60 people at this house at this time. And then it became nighttime. They had the fire spinners and multiple DJs going in and out. And honestly, the rest of the night, I was just vibing. I was fucking just dancing to the music for the next couple hours. And that lady that was the alchemist came in, and she started dancing with me, and I started like connecting with her in an intimate way without it being a traditional way to do it. So it was just like, I don't know if you've ever heard of what is it called, ecstatic dance. It was kind of like that. And we kind of just started ecstatic dancing, and then there's a balloon, and we just started playing with the balloon in the air. It was like a lot of play and exploratory, and then we sat on the couch, and we were back to back, and we were like, for 10 minutes, we were just flowing with each other's backs, like just doing some weird shit. And then I turned around, and then she laid, like we were back to back, and then she laid on top of me, and then I got rock solid, and I was like fucking her back. So, I'm so nervous that there's fucking bugs crawling me. And it didn't really go on from that, and then next thing you know, I started talking to this one mom that was married and had just had a fucking newborn and wanted to come out and party, and that turned into a deep conversation with Preston and another dude. But overall, it was a solid party. Solid little party. I'm happy I got to break out the Jungle Flow cards, connect with the people. There was one girl there I tried to tell about the intentionally homeless guy, and she was just one of those entitlement with her sexuality type women, and she knew she was attractive physically, and she was like older, and I tried to talk to her about intentionally homeless guy and completely got her dry, which was okay. It wasn't meant for her anyways. So it's good because it's you find the people that are most attracted to you based off of you living in your truth. So some people will fuck with it, some people aren't. That'd be the case. Yeah, we left and drove back. I drove back with his truck, and he just slept in the passenger seat. And it was just a good time, good vibes. And the next day, we went wake surfing. I was like, oh yeah, I have friends that want to go wake surfing. They have a boat. And I was like, fuck yeah, I've said I wanted to go wake surfing for a fucking minute now. Boom. End up finding ourselves on this wake surfing boat, and it's all red, white, and blue, and it's a married couple. It's their son. Their son has a friend, and there's another couple on there that's younger, and we're meeting up with other people on the boat as well. And what's it called? Preston said this is like the lake that he's been doing wake surfing on consistently. So the kids were fucking nailing it on the wake surfing, getting after it. And then Preston went, he had a beer in his hand and was doing 180s and just getting after it. I was like, my fucking dog Preston. Of course it becomes my time to come up, and I went the first time, I just got pulled and I just wasn't even ready. Second time, I kind of had 3 seconds of just me barely having my board in front of me and couldn't get it. So then I got to the 4th or 5th time where I just wasn't getting it. Finally, by the 7th or 8th time, I finally could almost stand up. Like my feet were on the board, but I couldn't pull myself up because I think most of the time they were just standing right up in the very beginning. I didn't know that. I think I was just thinking too much. So I could have gotten it down if I would have went 3 or 4 more times, but it wasn't my boat, so I think they were just tired of giving me tries and trying to make me do it, because I think they were just trying to party, a couple. So that was cool. So met up with their friends, which they were cool, and played catch with their son and the other kid, and the other kid was working on getting a scholarship for football, so messed around with them. And there was 4 people we ended up picking up, and it was a younger couple, and it's amazing to see how people relate to each other, right? Because remember, there's a trash can right behind that. But no one can see me, so it's good. Yeah, the younger couple one where we ended up going to chill at this one place where we were playing football, and then we said, fuck it, we're gonna go to the Party Cove. It was the Party Cove, and the one younger couple guy said, yeah, that one girl looks attractive, or something about a girl, and she was in it. And this girl was like, oh, well, then you can go be single. it started this whole fucking debate and war between them. You could tell the tension was there, and I was like, fuck, he just got himself in the doghouse. And then like 20 minutes later, like I go back to talk to some people and come back, and she's still on it. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? And then this lady like jumps in my lap, right? And this is, to give you all a backstory, we ended up pulling up to like 20, 30 other boats. It's called Party Cove. And so everyone parties in this one area. And so this one lady jumps in my lap, and then she's like, I'm not sure if she's a swinger or not. Like, I can tell she got swinger energy, but I mentioned to her, I was like, yeah, I've been knowing Force Temptation for like 2 years, and so it was a weird interaction. And then she got off, and then a couple came over, and she was like, I have a secret to tell you. I was like, what? She's like, yeah, she's a swinger. I was like, yeah, I kind of guessed that. I was like, yeah, I mean, it doesn't surprise me. There's no secret about it. I mean, I worked 2 years at all-inclusive, topless and only resort, so sexuality was free as fuck, and mostly people were non-monogamous, and I was in a relationship, and then that was the younger couple, and then she was like, well, I have my man, and he's all mine, and they started making out, and it was just like this codependent making out session. It was just not okay. Oh, shit was gross. It was just because it was like, I can't imagine living that life. But yeah, by then the sunset was going down, and we ended up just driving back, and that was pretty much our time with me and Preston got Chipotle, and that was that. So then the next day, what did I do? The next day afterwards, I ended up hitting that girl up that said she liked my pink Power Ranger suit, and then we went up and got smoothies. And we got smoothies, and talking about life, and she's saying she's on a sober journey, and then she also said she's like doing this 90-90, which is like 90 days, 90 workouts for 2 hours each day. And so I don't know who joined, but I can show you where the fuck I am. Let's see, I'll show you. Turn on this light. Okay, let me turn it off a little bit. Oh shit. Well, they left, so fuck them. So yeah, when I was with her, and I was like, yo, this woman is fucking beautiful. And so she was just very curious about my life, and she said I told her I went to Thailand, and now I'm on this intentionally homeless journey, and it's more just adopting a simpler mindset to live life more abundantly, with minimalism and personal development, and doing it through my personal brand, told a story. I've gone 154 days intentionally homeless, and well, before I told her all that, right, we sat down and bought smoothies, and said to her, and she said, well, I saw your profile, and there's something we need to talk about. My heart kind of went in my ass, and she was like, you weren't naked, afraid of love, and I was like, oh yeah. I thought she was talking about intensely homeless, and I was like, psh. So I talked about naked and afraid, and what that meant, and then it didn't come, and then she talked to me about her story, which I'm gonna leave out. That's not my story to tell, but she is now single, and she has kids, and she's trying to make her life right and do right by her kids, and so she's on the up and up right now, attracting a lot of beautiful things and sober communities, and it's really cool. So I told her maybe after that we can go to a Kava bar and see if we can link up, and it didn't end up happening because I don't know who joined, but you can kind of see where I'm at. But let's see. I'll show you. Barricaded. Yeah. story. Whoever it is, I appreciate you for joining. Appreciate the love. I've done like 80 lives so far, and there's only been one person on this page. Whoever it is, thank you. Support, but I'm getting back to where we're at and where I was at because I've been off for like 6 days off the intentionally homeless grind, stay at my boy's place. Now I'm back on it, and I need a fucking fan. And there's big ass bugs around. I'm already getting bit the fuck up. I'm barricaded next to this fucking shed in this gated community in Austin, Texas. That's where I'm at right now. So I'm sweating my balls off. It kind of smells like piss behind here. I'm next to this shed, and there's also a trash dumpster near me. That's probably what it is. Fuck it. All right, back to the story. Oh, 2 people joined. Oh, 2 people joined. Let's go. Hold up. Let me show you where I'm at. Let's see. We're barricaded out my way. 2 people, wow, at the same time. It only took 80 lives to have 2 people at once. Unreal. Unfucking real. Oh, there's no people. Oh, that's good. That's a high. That's a record. 2 people. 2 people on the live. Let's go. Making progress, baby. Making progress. I need to find my bag. Because my phone's about to die. Okay. There's the charger. Okay. See me. It's charging. It is charging, fam. Alright. Back to the story. But yeah, seldom. And so the whole intentionally homeless journey came up because she was like, "Oh, my car's so dirty. We don't judge." And I was like, and I told her about the intentionally homeless journey, and I said to her exactly where I'm at, what it means. But from there, we went to this drum meditation, right? And at this drum meditation, it was like a house. It was called like the Center of Healing Arts, Science of Healing Arts, or something like that. And it was like a house. And I was like, okay, I found it on Eventbrite. Eventbrite's like the best plug if you want fucking date ideas. So it was Rash, we got smoothies, and she was down. And all I needed to do was give a little donation, nothing big. So we walked in, and he's kind of got a bunch of, it's very clean, right? It's a nice area, and went to the room, this room to the left. There's a few people in there. There's only like 10 people in this room. You could sit down, lay down. He's very welcoming, very like spiritual, very present person. You can tell. And we sit down in these big bags, and he says to us, he says, he went through a lot of suffering in his life, and he found drum meditation to actually be able to work through that suffering. He said the things that have helped him is look at it like a lot of your thoughts, things that come in like clouds, or use it as like a leaves on a stream of water. And I said, oh, I like that. And he also said a good visual was to look like you're digging the depths. And I said, the depths of heaven. He was like, I like that. And I was like, and so he was like, this is just a free olive service for that. There's nothing you need to do here. You just need to be present. And he said to us, I was going to be doing this anyways. So I appreciate you guys for coming. And he started. And what was interesting is I was about to lay down, and Sheldon was next to me, and she was like, you don't want to lay down? I was like, no, I want to sit here with you. But along my meditational journey, I haven't sat crisscross applesauce anymore, because I used to sit crisscross applesauce, and then I would wait for my feet to go numb, legs go numb after 10 minutes, and then I would meditate through it. And I was just pushing through the pain. And the whole point is I've realized is not to try to let it go, because wherever you persist, you resist. But the point of this is to surrender and let things be. And I wasn't doing that while I was doing my meditations crisscross. I was just trying to achieve something, and that's not what this was about. This is just trying to just let things be. And so I tried to sit in it for like 3 minutes while the drum guy was in there and doing the drums, and my legs started to go numb. I was like, no, this is you people pleasing and you not accepting change. Once again, I said, no, fuck that. So I ended up laying down. I was like, oh, I'm proud of you. So then I'm relaxing myself. I relaxed so far into it, into a place of emptiness, that I end up like falling into this like half sleep. Next thing you know, I wake up and I don't know what happens. My hand just jolts out and smacks the lady next to me. Smacks her fucking knee. I'm like, fuck. So she freaks out. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. And I start sweating instantly. Instantly fucking sweating. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, fuck. And so I have to relax myself into that and answer the questions in my head, saying like, it's okay, you're not fuck up. Like, shit just happens. And just get back to like fuckboy days, like shit. I go back to that space a lot. And I realize like, no, like it's not about what happens to you, how you react to what happens. It makes you a man or woman. It's your responsibility to control how you respond. Don't react. Okay, cool. All right. It's just a chapter. It's not the whole story. And it's like little things I have to tell myself, and then little mistakes happen. And so relaxing into that. Next thing you know, my fucking phone alarm goes off, and Seldom turns it off. I'm like, fuck, I just fucked up everyone else's experience, and I'm laying down, and all my fucking back gets tight, my cheeks are tight, my hands are tight, my shoulders are tight. And you know what I told myself? I said to myself, this was here for you to understand how you're going to handle a situation that is out of your control, and focus on what you can control, which is your breath. And that's exactly what I did. I said, okay, I relaxed each part of my body part. I just focused on my breath and realized that I can't control the situations that were at hand, me smacking. I can control me accepting change, and me laying down, and I can't control that I smacked the lady's knee. I can't control the fucking phone alarm going off. But what I can control is me being able to control my breath and control the way my state, which is control the way I react to things. And so I'm able to respond accordingly and understand it's exactly what it should be, and to breathe through it. And so that's exactly what I did, and I settled into it again, when she turned off my alarm, I said, fuck, it's probably gonna go off again in another 7 minutes. It always does that. So then I look, and I turn off my phone, and I see Seldom, and she's leaned the fuck over, she's in crisscross, but she's fully almost flat to the ground in crisscross up. So I was like, this shit is really mad uncomfortable, or she just fell into a deep space. So at the end, drum meditation guy just said, thank you guys for coming, and yeah, that was it. And then I talked to the lady next to me, and I was like, yo, I'm sweating my ass off. This shit is fucking gross. And so, oh shit, what is that? Okay, that's just, okay. And I talked to the lady next to me. I was like, yo, I'm so sorry for hitting you. I fell asleep, and I just smacked your leg. And she was like, oh, I've got kids, so no stress. I was like, okay. The drum meditation guy left, and we thanked him, and I told her my journey, and she said that she was could vividly see her digging, and snakes came in, and she had a bunch of images, and I was like, like, she said she had assignments to do. I was like, okay. I said, I would love to spend more time with you if we can go to that copper bar together. So that was that. I'm knocking out. And the day afterwards, I was working on content, and I went to the back to the place Taste with my boy Preston, and we had chicken and waffles, and it was all me because he drove me everywhere, and he invited me out, and I was like, yo, this is on me, brother. Like, I'm good for it. So we didn't talk that whole meal. Like 5 minutes we were quiet because we were just housing our food, so you know that shit was good. And we just talked about life and vibed, and yeah, came back, and then we just knocked out. And then the next day I worked on content, and I got a call from Naughty Nolans. Y'all don't even know what's going on. Actually, no, you guys do. So, give y'all another update. Naughty Nolans is a lifestyle event takeover group that does cruise ships and big lifestyle parties. And the CEO I met at Oklahoma Super Swing, I think I told y'all. So, he texted me and he said, I'm going to have my assistant book your flight to come in. And so he gave me the confirmation to MC for the games. I don't really know what it entails, but I told him, I said, hey, can we just schedule a time to go over what I'll be doing and how things will go and my ideas that I have moving forward? Because I told him I don't want compensation, but I just want my message to get across as high as possible. So he's like, yeah, we can. He's like, yeah, we can do that. And he ended up putting me in, which I actually need to post. Put me in Naughty Nolan's Naughty is called Naughty News, but in a post talking about STD awareness, and he made a article on it. So I need to post that tomorrow. I'll actually do that. Add that to the list of things I need to do. But so he got me clarification on what I needed to add. I work with ChatGPT and sent him it, and so he actually put my picture of my tattoo in there, which was pretty fucking cool. So it's fucking cool, which I'm grateful for. Put me in his article, and not only that, but booked my flights out to New Orleans, where the 4-day event's happening, where I'll be emceeing for the games. That this opportunity I've been manifesting for so long. So I'm hoping I can talk to him and the event manager, talk to him about the ideas I have at hand to make it Naughty Nolans meets the Double Fever, and see what we can do. So, but yeah, so his assistant called, and I told her, I was like, I need to get a lay of the land. Like, I'm trying to be there like 2 or 3 days earlier. And she was like, pretty much saying, like, I just got to be there the day before. And I was like, fuck it. But I had her book my return flight like a week after the event's over. So it's from the night, July 9th to 13th. So I had her book my flight there and book my flight back for the 21st, because I've never been to New Orleans. I was like, but my boy said Houston's not a place that I want to be homeless. And I'm like, fuck it, I'm here. Not Houston, Austin. I'm like, fuck it, I'm here, I'm homeless. So I'm homeless here, fuck it. I said, New Orleans is definitely not a place I want to be homeless, because they don't advertise, but the news doesn't put it on the news because they don't want to make it so people don't come to New Orleans because they don't get work and business and tourists. And so I was like, bro, I gotta make this shit work. So I said, I got my taser, got my knife, and I'm situated. I just put it closer to me. So, yeah. But that being said, that being said, what the fuck am I saying? But yeah, so that's 100% happening now. I'm 100% going to Naughty Knowledge. I'm 100% having this opportunity that I've manifested for, let's see, a year. I wouldn't say, I haven't really manifested this shit for like 6 months, but really asked myself the question for about 2 years now since I left Temptation. Like, can I be a playmaker for the rest of my life? And now it's coming to fruition. And not a playmaker, fuck being a playmaker. I'm a wild one now, and that's part of the Jungle Fever. Seeing that Temptation doesn't fuck with ex-playmakers come back. I'm like, all right, bet. I'll create this environment myself. So that's positive news. And so that same day, I practiced in the Jungle Fever MC, did some of the practice and crowd work of what direction I think I'll go. Tried to figure out what I'm doing for this dating show experience, which I'm still a little confused about. So I gotta figure that out. Tomorrow, when I do my more practice of it, I gotta learn some of these jokes, and I'm probably gonna have the iPad with me, like because he said he wants me to be at the parade, be an MC at the parade too. So I have a few ideas of what I'm gonna do, like sing-alongs, like to the windows, to the walls, and then I have some other ones that I can get the crowd to repeat and shit. So we'll see. I don't know how it's gonna work or what's gonna happen, but I'll make it work. It's just cool that it's coming to fruition. I fucking took a video of when I first got that text, and I fucking started bawling, crying. That shit was crazy. That shit was crazy, bro. I'll probably never forget that. Just wait till the world sees, bro. Wait till the world sees. And so, after that, I ended up, going to this pole dancing class. Yeah, pole dancing. And that was with Liv. Liv does pole dancing. She does this class, like, I think twice a week. She has beginners, like intermediate and advanced. And I signed up for the beginners and intermediate and just had to get 2 hours on. And this girl that I was with, someone joined, my friends. So lit. I'll show you all, whoever the fuck it is, where I'm at. Yes, barricaded. This is shit. I swear that scares people off whenever I tell them. But people are joining, which is pretty cool. I'm happy with that. It's got more viewership than normal, but that being the case, fuck it. So yeah, I went pole dancing and the beginner classes. I didn't know what to fucking wear. I didn't know how it was gonna go, but I just got my spandex on, my tight shirt. It was cool, and a lot of the moves were feminine. I had no problem doing a lot of them, but there were some that I was like, no, I'm not doing that, bro. But most of the moves I got down pretty well, so that I have the strength to hold my body weight. But not with some of the moves she was doing. She was holding herself like with one arm. I'm like, how the fuck? I'm 210 pounds trying to hold all of my body weight with one arm. Like, what the fuck is this? So, that being the case, fuck it. But like this girl I was with, I think she was like Middle Eastern, but she was pretty attractive. And so I got her, and we did the first class and the second class together. And she did pretty well until we got to the second class. And I had to flow through a lot of the pole. Like when I had to put all the moves together, I just wasn't good at that yet. So, but I'm happy I did it. And I'm happy I got to spend time with Liv and see her and her passion and her direction. It was really cool. So, yeah, I did pole dancing. And then after pole dancing, that's like day 4 or 5. Me and my boy, then, Preston the next day, went on a walk, worked on a little bit more content. And, I actually watched The Jungle Fever for the first time and got a better understanding of what The Jungle Fever is, because I haven't educated myself on it until now. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about what the jungle fever is. Jungle fever has two different historical directions. One is understanding that it's a medical term, jungle fever or yellow fever, to describe like tropical diseases. Tropical diseases like malaria that were happening in South America, Asia, and Africa. And so a lot of the Western colonizers and the government, what it was like the government, military people were using this is like a slang term to talk about that. So that's one. And the malaria was just killing a fucking shitload of people. So that was one within jungle fever. And two was the big one that actually makes so much sense within the direction in life that I have, which is the fever is something that you catch going out of your race. That was the whole idea. And it's just interesting because interracial love was looked at as a sickness. And back then, and it was looked at as a problem. And overall, it just fetishized it, really. It fetishized it in the aspect of making it out to be you attracted to someone just because of their race, not looking at them as a whole. And so Spike Lee actually made a movie called The Jungle Fever, and it had fucking Wesley Snipes in it. It had Queen Latifah. It had who else? Samuel L. Jackson, and it was a fire movie. I enjoyed it, and it's not just because it's called The Jungle Fever, just because it just hit on all the points to what I'm dealing with in the non-monogamous world, which was the taboo and the stigma of maybe just this is racially, but relationally is what I'm talking about. But it hit on all those aspects of it, not only within society and family, judging them, but family and societal judgment, but also their career being put at risk, and their wives finding out, so then go through that legal ramification. So it was cool. It wasn't cool, but I'm happy that I had the opportunity to watch that movie and give me a better understanding of what jungle fever is about. But it's now it's about reclaiming it and making people understand that you having, whether it be interracial love or just any ways of love, is good. And to do that within the jungle fever, to make the name wholesome again, or wholesome now, is the direction I'm going in. And it helps it's different, and I can say it's jungle fever because I'm half white, half black. So I think it'd be different if I was white dude up there talking about jungle fever, but now it just goes into my direction even more. So I'm happy that I got to see that. And then I watched Malcolm X. It was like a 3-hour movie, but because I'm not educated in my roots and what that means. And so Malcolm X it was interesting to see how cold he got, and how it's the whole idea, the same things that are protecting you, same walls that the same walls that are putting up that are limiting you from having love and connection and going in the right direction. He was a great voice within the black community because it's what it needed, but it just got to the point of him saying that you need to separate all of the black community from the white community, and then he went to the Mecca and actually went to where Islam, the religion, didn't care about race. Race wasn't a thing outside of the Western society. And so he was sharing drinks with white people and that were his brothers at that time, and sharing songs and prayers, and so it changed his whole direction, how he felt about it. And he had beef with Elijah Muhammad, his original messiah, as you could say. But it was interesting to see the story. Went from a thief stealing and then went to jail and then found himself preaching and Islam and then people just couldn't handle the truth, and so he died. So that was that. That was fucking that, fam. People are joining, which is very interesting. But that being the case, yeah. So after watched Jungle Fever, educated myself, I worked out, stretched, meditated, did that, cool. And then, yeah, it happened to be today, which I said I might be out, and then I messaged this girl that, I was like, I'm in Houston, and she was like, yeah, I'm in Houston, I didn't know, and then she didn't hit me back, and this other girl hit me back, she was like, I'm in Dallas, let me know, and then I hit her, I was like, I'm coming to Dallas, she just didn't hit me back, I was like, bitch, I'm not these hoes, bro. That's why I gotta focus on my dreams, goals, and ambitions, and my health, peace, and safety. Those are my fucking top 2 priorities, not these women. Even though I went on 4 dates, like the best chicken and waffles that I had when first time I taste, I think I missed that, but yeah, during those days also I went out to eat with this girl, who she took me to taste. Where I had the chicken waffles first time, but I had fucking spent $70 on food. That shit was crazy, but it was so worth it. So I went out with her, went out with Rachel, which I saw her 2 years ago, which is cool. Went out with Seldom, just met her. Went out with Liv, just met her. And yeah. And so they were vibing. And then I connected with that lady at that party doing the Jungle Flow cards. But none of these women I actually hooked up with, which is very interesting. Everyone probably thinks I did because I posted them on social media, but not what happened. So yeah, last day, me and my boy went on a walk, talked about life. That was yesterday, and then now today, we just said our see you laters, and I got a 3-hour bus ride to Austin, and yeah, now I'm here. Now I'm fucking here. And I just spent $2,000 today on a mentally fit program with this guy named Eric Godzi. And honestly, the main reason I did it was to have a community container. That's the best way I could describe it, because I feel along this journey, I started to harden myself and armor myself in the pain that people, whether it be family not understanding and friends leaving my life and the world just completely just like, what the fuck are you doing? It started to, I feel, get to me. Not get to me, but I just started to say fuck you to everybody. And I was like, I'm gonna do this shit on my own. I don't need anybody. I don't need to learn from anybody. I don't need anybody's help. I can do this shit on my own, because this is where I'm at. I'm my brother. I stay connected and a few friends that I'm cool with. They ain't coming to get me. I was like, I'm a homeless dude. Sleeping behind the shed. It was just silence. But yeah. So that mentally fit class, it's a 11-week course, and it's online, and also I think there's a few in person as well. I don't know, but the whole reason I bring that up too is because I spent $2,000 on it, and I shed a few tears, because I knew it's every dollar I spend is another dollar closer to that boat. And so the good thing is I'm getting $1,000 from my boy that finished his 4-month contract, and that's happening in like a week.
So that's a good stack. That's coming my direction for the referral that I got from him. So right now I'm at like, I think I'm at like 5 point. I'll be at like I'm in the fours, bro. It's getting a little tight. Like 4 or 5,000. But at least I'll have probably like 5.5K in the bank by next week, around that. But that being said, tomorrow we have a 2 hour. It's like a 2 hour. It's like called schizophrenic. I don't know what he called it. It's some spiritual shit, but it's pretty much to go over the mentally fit class, and before it starts on the 24th. So we get a better understanding of what it is. I just know it's the direction of what I need to do for myself. So that's tomorrow from 12 to 2. So I'll be doing that. So I'm gonna, what's it called? It's like 2 a.m. probably right now. 2:30. So hopefully I get a little bit of sleep. I don't know if we can get that much sleep right now. Fucking hot and sweaty. You get a fan, but should fucking order one. So I was mad as shit at the beginning of this fucking live. That being said, all right. Overall, I worked out today. I got my acupressure boards, meditated, and yeah, I got myself situated. All my shit's at the Planet Fitness right now. I don't think they stress that much there. And that fucking 24-hour fitness ain't 24 hours. So it's like, what the fuck? So yeah, I'm in Austin, Texas. I'll be in Austin, Texas for the next 3 weeks until I go out to New Orleans. But I gotta sit down and do this content, dog. I wanna have experience, but I gotta fucking make this a point to make this happen. So whoever's joining, I'll show you all the vibes where I'm at. This is the vibes. Every time I share someone the fucking, well, people are joining though, which I fucking appreciate. But these lives aren't even going out for everyone to see yet. So I post this content. But hold up. Alright, that being the case, I think I went over everything. And you're like, why do I do all this? Is because every story, every life experience that you have builds credibility to your story, and if you can communicate it correctly, it can it can be such an asset in your life to be able to connect with your environment and the people around you. And that's what I believe in. That's your story is everything, right? The story, if you bring it to reality and you help others bring theirs to reality, it has a message, it has a purpose, which can change the world 1% at a time. And if you just do your best to create the best movie possible, to create the best story possible, what the movie character would do, it's limitless. What you can achieve, it's limitless. It really is. But you have to pay the price, right? You have to love the process, and this is the process for me that I'm willing to pay to give my life purpose right now. Until I'm impacting 1 million lives, and the metric being able to gain 1 million followers. That's what this shit's about. So yeah, that's what we got going on. Yep. So I guess I'll see y'all. Maybe I'll see y'all in the morning. Maybe I'll go live in the morning because this spot is insane. This spot is insane, dog. I gotta take a picture. Definitely gotta take a picture of this shit. Because this is definitely, I'm gonna start posting the pictures of my sleeping spots. Because they'd be reckless, for sure. So, hopefully this posts all the way through. But I appreciate y'all listening, and we're just getting started. And yeah, hopefully I can sleep tonight in a couple hours. All right, stay up to date. I appreciate y'all. Much love, Goose Bread. And we love his answer to my other question. We'll change the world. Goddamn straight. Deuces.